What's poppin', y'all? Welcome to another episode of Nobody Cares, where I talk about things that possibly nobody cares about but me. First, I like to say happy holidays, happy Thanksgiving. I hope y'all had a good gobble gobble. Hope y'all had good food. I hope y'all was around good people, family, friends, all of that great stuff. So what should we discuss today? I'm freestyling. This is off the top of the head, guys. So what's grinding my gears or what's on my mind? You know what? Nothing is grinding my gears. I want to talk about being grateful. I want to talk about positive positioning and how I feel that at the core, most people are supremely negative. You know what I'm saying? Like, most people are looking for the dark cloud instead of the silver lining in the dark cloud. And it's just a crazy phenomenon because, you know, I am a sociable introvert. So I am very social because the type of gig work that I do, I'm always out in the public. I'm always talking to people. People are always talking to me. Well, no, let me rephrase that. I'm not talking to people. People are talking to me, though, always on a constant basis. So I am returning that conversation. I never normally strike up conversations with people just because I'm so like in my zone and I'm out working. So I'm like tunnel vision. I am aware of my surroundings, but I'm tunnel vision. But anywho, I say that to say, normally when I talk to people, it is always like a negative position and they take. You know what I'm saying? Like if I say, oh, it's a nice day out. Oh, but it's too hot. You know what I'm saying? Or it's a nice day out, but oh, it's too cold. You know what I'm saying? Like they'll find a way to bring it back to negativity. So what I want to say is being in the spirit of Thanksgiving and being in the spirit that we should be thankful every day, regardless of whom or what. We should be thankful when we wake up, thankful for another 24. I just want to talk about, positive positioning. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of times growing up, I used to always hear people say, oh, why are you smiling so much? Why are you so happy? Like, why do we need a reason to be happy other than the fact that we're alive? Everything else is a luxury. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm talking about the good and the bad things because life is all encompassing. So life is everything. It's not just good, it's not just bad, it's valleys and peaks and everything between said valleys and peaks. So I just want to talk about being grateful every day, not just on your birthday, not just on holidays, not just on special occasions, but being grateful and just showing gratitude, especially gratitude for your problems. And what I mean by that is people should be happy with the problems that they do have because you have people who are dealing with things that are insurmountable. You know what I mean? Like things like people who don't have arms and legs, who have terminal illnesses, who have illnesses that only 1 in a million person, may contact or be diagnosed with, you know what I mean, excuse me, for lack of a better term, be diagnosed with, and people who are homeless and people just crazy, you know what I mean? So you really need to be most grateful for your problems. Yes, I said it correctly. Be grateful for your problems because believe it or not, your problems may be one of your biggest blessings because at the end of the day, they're your problems for a reason. And although they may tick you off, although they may frustrate you, although they may get you mad, if you put your problems on the table and everybody else put their problems on the table, and we had a chance to change problems with people exchange, most people would pick back up their own problems. You don't think that you would because you thinking somebody always has it better than you. You know what I mean? You don't think that somebody's always doing worse because most times it's just human nature to play the victim. You know what I mean? To always feel that, oh, this always happens to me. How many times you hear somebody say, oh, this always happens to me? You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, it's called life. Life is happening to everybody, believe it or not. So a lot of times when you think that it's just you, and you're the only one going through this, every other person is thinking the same thing. Like, why does this bad stuff always happen to me? And the crazy thing about it is, without positive positioning, without positive positioning, it clouds your judgment, it clouds your vision to really appreciate the good things that happen. Because I see a lot of times with most people, and including myself, I used to be like this, and this is something I've been working on constantly, and I will be working on to my demise, is always appreciating the good things and not to dwell on the bad things. A lot of times you may have 98 good things happen to you, you know what I mean, during the day, but that one bad thing is the thing that you lose sleep over, or the thing that you dwell on constantly, that one bad thing. Instead of saying, oh, these 98 great things happened to me today, you would focus all your energy, your time, and your emotions on the bad thing. You know what I mean? So it's just, the way we are wired as human beings, and negativity is definitely, it's definitely a conscious effort to always put something negative in your face, whether that be social media, whether that be with news. People are attracted to negativity. You know what I mean? They are. You know what I'm saying? Like, the real good things and the positive things, of course people will watch those things, but if something negative happens, people watch that in droves. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you see, let's just take for a social experiment, if you saw somebody helping an old lady across the road, you would stop and say, oh, that's nice. You know what I mean? You might look and say that's nice. But if you've seen people fighting on the other end of that street, you're going to stop. You're going to take pictures. You're going to take video. You might hear somebody scream out World Star. It's going to cause a big melee, and it's going to be a whole bunch of people going to see that negative thing. It's just the way the human brain works. But we have the power to change that. We have the power to reprogram ourselves to always be grateful, even in quote unquote bad situations, because ultimately there's really no bad and good. It's all just life. At the end of the day, it's all just life. That's bad, good, and indifferent. It's all just life. So I'm glad I got that off my chest. You know what I'm saying? If you made it this far, thanks for watching. If you didn't make it this far, thanks for not watching. Y'all stay blessed. Peace.